If there's one thing that this generation is good at, it's pretending to be okay. Because you could be depressed, you could be anxious, and you could be going through hell, but you could post a bomb-ass selfie and no one would ever even know. Have you ever been around people and you're laughing, you're posting, you're having a good time, you're outside, but the moment that all the noise cuts off and you're all alone, you're all by yourself, you just feel empty. Like you were smiling all day, but your chest still feels heavy. And you don't know how to explain it because technically your life isn't that bad, but you're still tired, you're still anxious, you're still unhappy. If you've ever felt like that, I want you to know that you're not crazy and you're definitely not the only one. What is up, guys? It's your boy Jalen here and welcome back to another episode 2 of
Can We Talk for a Minute?
Today we're going to be talking about something that I feel like a lot of this generation is dealing with, but nobody really wants to admit. A lot of people walk around these days, especially young people, and they're wearing masks. And when I say mask, I'm talking about those I'm okay mask, those I'm unbothered mask, those I'm joking and laughing around so I must be good masks. Those are the type of masks that I'm talking about. Those two-faced masks. But deep down, a lot of people are struggling, bruh. A lot of young people specifically are struggling right now. I'm not even here to judge you, trust me, because I'm in no position to do so. I'm just here so we can simply talk about it. I feel like some of you guys are here and you're new to my YouTube channel. This might be your first time actually coming across my channel. This might be your first time actually seeing my face and all that good stuff. So if it is, let me thank you so much for clicking. While you're here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. While you're at it, give this video a thumbs up. And of course, for those of you guys who already subscribed, you guys know how I do over here on this channel. Let me welcome you back. Don't forget to turn those post notifications on. That way, whenever I post anything, you guys can be informed. You can come over, check it out, see what I'm up to and all that good stuff. But guys, without any further ado, let's just jump right on into this video. There are so many young people walking around right now who are struggling with anxiety and depression, who are going through so much, but their social media accounts and their social media posts would never allow you to believe that, because you could be depressed, you could be anxious, and you could be going through hell, but you could post a bomb-ass selfie and no one would ever even know. You could be going through hells at home and still show up in ways that people would not even notice. And that's messed up, bro, because society has conditioned our mind to believe that if you admit that you're not okay, then people are gonna look at you differently. So instead of admitting that we're not okay, instead of admitting that we need help, instead of admitting that we're actually struggling, we say things like, I'm okay, I'm good, I'm chilling, I'll be alright, it's whatever, when deep down we know that we're battling certain things that we need help with. A lot of times it can be loneliness, it can be that you're hurt, it can also be that you're broken, and that's okay to admit because you're just human. The messed up thing though is that when you wear a mask for so long, after a while you start to forget what your real face actually looks like. Now I know for a fact a lot of you guys can actually relate to this. Because you don't want to deal with the emptiness that you're actually experiencing, you start to distract yourself. You distract yourself in many ways. You throw yourself into work, you scroll, in fact you doom scroll on social media. A lot of people chase attention online. They post certain things that will actually attract attention to themselves, because to them validation online feels like love. A lot of people actually end up partying and drinking, going wild, because sitting alone with their thoughts is just a bit too much for them to handle. A lot of people actually turn to sex because it feels like intimacy for a short moment. But the bad thing about that is after that short moment is over, you end up with regret and you end up even feeling worse than you felt before. So many people try to keep themselves occupied 24/7. They always feel like they have to be distracted, because if they're not, then they have to face the silence, and having to face the silence is like a breakdown, a mental breakdown just waiting to happen. I'm not saying if you've done any of those things that makes you a bad person. I'm no one to judge, because I myself can relate to everything that I just spoke about. I get it. If you feel like no one else understands, I'm here to tell you I see you and I get it, because I too can relate. Distractions do actually work, but the bad thing is that they only work temporarily, and you're still going to have to face whatever it is that you're battling with. When all the noise is over, when you log off your screen, you get off social media and you're by yourself, everything just hits you like waves. That emptiness doesn't go anywhere. It's going to be right there waiting for you.
Right here waiting for you.
But you know what I've learned going through stuff like that? You have to allow yourself to feel, and it's scary to actually feel certain emotions that you're going through, but you have to allow yourself to feel, and it's in those quiet moments that the real you actually shows up. It's in those moments when nobody's texting you back and your music stops playing while you're alone in the shower. That's when the real you is going to show up, and it's going to hit you like a wave. The truth is, I know that a lot of you guys that are looking at this actually go through those things. A lot of people are just great at hiding the things that they go through, but hiding your thoughts and hiding what you're going through does not heal you. It only delays the same issues that you have to eventually try to deal with. But what if I told you that maybe the problem might not even be you? It might be what you're feeding yourself. A lot of us are trying to fill a spiritual emptiness with temporary things. But the messed up thing about that is you're always going to need more. More scrolling, more friendships, more relationships, more situationships, more parties, more drinking, more sex, more attention, more social media posts. We're always going to need more and more and more. And after a while, the truth is it gets exhausting, bro. You get tired. You get fed up of everything and everyone, because we were never made to be satisfied by things that don't last. Social media has given us this misconception that true happiness is having a lot of people around who cheer us on, being a baddie, having the latest brand, partying, drinking, having sex, not dealing with any emotions, always appearing to be okay. But there comes a point in your life when you look around you and you realize that true happiness is in the small moments. It's not even about always being surrounded by people. It's not about always posting on social media, because at the end of the day, when all that goes away and you still feel miserable, you're not really happy. True happiness is actually having people around you that can support you, that can see you, that can hear you, understand you, and be in that moment with you, not just when you're high, but when you're low also. Now, if you're like me and you don't really have friends, then that becomes a bit challenging, because when you're going through things, then you have to go through it by yourself. You don't really have people that you can talk to, you don't really have people that you can depend on, so it gets a bit heavier. But one thing that has actually worked in my life, and I'm not talking about anybody else, I'm talking about me personally, is actually having a relationship with God. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that it's the easiest thing in the world, because it's not. The moment that you decide to even try to have a relationship with God or find out who God is, things get even harder, because it's like you're placing a target on your back, and it's like the devil tries to destroy the crap out of you. It's not been the easiest thing, but I can say for a fact it has helped change my life in a drastic way. Now, sitting and talking to someone that you can't see, who can't really respond audibly to you, can't really be there physically for you, is not the easiest thing to do. And sometimes you feel like you're losing your mind, you question whether or not it even makes sense to have a relationship with someone that you cannot see. But let me tell you, if you just give it a try, if you just sit and you talk to God, imagine that He's sitting right there with you. Something happens in that moment that just changes everything. Being able to just speak your mind and say, I'm not okay, I'm not alright, I feel broken, I have no idea what is going on in my life, I feel lost, and I just need help. Something about being able to say that without feeling judged, without feeling like someone is going to look at you differently, just being able to say that openly, that works for me. God will meet you exactly where you are, in your mess, in all the drama, in all the chaos that's going on in your life. He's going to meet you exactly where you are. The more that you practice to just speak openly to Him, you will realize after a while you can be going through the most chaotic, dramatic situations in your life, and you express those things to Him. You will have a peace within you that you just cannot even understand or explain. Alright, we're about to wrap this up, but if you made it this far, first of all, let me thank you. But second of all, you may be looking at me like, okay, so you said all that, where do I even begin? I got you, don't worry. I have 4 practical steps that you can take to help you start taking that stupid mask off. So the first thing that you can do is take one honest moment with yourself. No phones, no distractions, no friends, no nothing. Just take one honest, quiet moment with yourself and ask yourself, what is it that I'm feeling? Because a lot of times we feel overwhelmed and we don't even know what our feelings are actually trying to tell us. Step number 2, talk to God, bro. We just went through that. Give God a chance. Talk to God the same way that you and I are talking right now. Give yourself a little moment, sit and just express how you feel. Step number 3, replace one of your distractions with a healthy habit. So if you're accustomed of being on Instagram, on TikTok, on social media, doom scrolling for hours, try replacing that hour that you're scrolling or 30 minutes that you're scrolling with like maybe 10 minutes of praying, 10 minutes of journaling. I journal a lot. 10 minutes of maybe drawing, something different than what you're accustomed of doing. Last but not least, step number 4, don't do life alone. Now this one hits home for me because I had to shut people out as a protection mechanism. We're not meant to be by ourselves. We're meant to have a community. We're meant to have people that we can trust, people that we can confide in, people that we can look to for support and advice. Try to find a support system. And when I say support system, get yourself at least one solid person you can have in your life that's going to not only cheer you on when you're doing exciting stuff or hyping you up, but someone that will be honest with you, someone that will actually tell you when you're going wrong, someone that will actually hold you accountable for your actions, not only when times are good and when things are exciting, but when life starts lifing, someone that will stick by your side, encourage you, motivate you to do things that are right. If you can find yourself at least one person, you do not need a crowd, at least one person who can support you in that way, you're gonna be all right. Yeah, I know this episode was a bit heavy, but we're wrapping things up. So if you guys are wearing a mask, if you know for a fact you're walking around pretending to be happy when you're not really happy, you can take that mask off first. You can stop pretending to be something that you're not. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to not have everything figured out. You don't have to keep pretending. You don't have to keep numbing your emotions. You don't have to keep looking for attention in places that it's not necessary. I hope this video actually helped someone out there. I hope it did something for you. If you could relate to this video, please comment down below. I'm taking my mask off. But yeah guys, this is where we come to the end of this video. I love you guys for real. I'm gonna keep praying for you guys. You don't need to leave. You can stick around, click around, check out some more stuff. You don't have to go, but I do. So until the next one, remember to keep it safe, fierce, love, and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode of
Can we talk for a minute?
Be Breezy. Peace.